Well, hi there. It's Karen Davey from KDL Coaching, and my snoring dog, he's sort of down here. You can't see him, but you'll hear him. He's actually in support of us. Let's see how we go. Okay. Today, I want to introduce you to a coaching tool called the Wheel of Life. Now, it's a way of seeing the big picture, of stepping back, taking stock, and a way to examine each area of our life. Bear with me. I'm going to share my screen with you and show you what the Wheel of Life actually is. Okay, Wheel of Life on the screen. So as you can see, there are 8 segments in that wheel, and each of those segments represents a different area of our life. And they're the 8 broad areas that we consider make up our experience of life, our enjoyment and our happiness in life. So let's take a look at them. So we've got business and career, we've got finance, health, relationships, romance, personal growth, fun and recreation, and physical environment. Now, working with clients in sessions at the beginning of their coaching, I take them through a Wheel of Life segment, a session, and it's absolutely fascinating as to how it all pans out. So for everyone, it's different. There's no judgment here. This is actually for the client themselves to work out where are the areas of my life that I'm really happy with, and where are the areas of my life that really could do with some improving. Let's have a look. So let's take a look at the first segment, for example, if we start at the top, business and career. Okay, so look at the center of the wheel here. If you consider the center of the wheel is a 0, okay, which means if you're going to give it a rating of a 0, it would mean that that area of your life is absolutely, totally not as it should be. Nothing is as it should be, and you're totally unhappy in that area of your life. Work your way up, and you get to the outside of the wheel, and that would be the 10, okay, and that is everything is as it should be, and you are absolutely happy with that area of your life. You wouldn't change a thing. Okay. Obviously, in between the 0 and the 10, we've got a whole lot of numbers there to get up to that 10. So depending on how happy you are in that area of your life, you may say, look, it's okay. Yeah, there is some room for improvement, but I'm not totally unhappy with it. Maybe you might give yourself a 7, okay, for example. All right. Now, as we work our way around each segment of that wheel, and rate each one according to your happiness level and your experience and enjoyment in that level, in that area, what would it look like at the end? Would you end up with a whole wheel full of 10s? Well, if you do, it'd be pretty remarkable, because I haven't actually experienced anybody else who has at this point. Not that we shouldn't be aiming for it, but it hasn't actually happened yet. So what would happen at the end? Would you have a wheel that if you fit that onto your car, you'd have a nice smooth ride, just cruising along? Or would you have a bit of a bumpy ride? So you might have some areas that are maybe a 9, an 8 or a 9. The next area might be a 5. Next area might be a 7. Then you might have a 3, and so on. So if you were to draw a line around each area where whatever your number is, so if you're a 5, you draw it, say, halfway around, running parallel to the outside. Okay, so meeting the outside. If you were to run that up, put a line around it, would your wheel be nice and smooth, or would it be a line here, a line there, a line here, a line there? What would your wheel look like at the end? Because chances are it may be a really bumpy ride. And that's okay. That actually happens to lots and lots of people, most people, in fact. And taking them through the coaching sessions, by the end of it, we're working on the areas that need improving. It's remarkable how much smoother that ride is at the end. Okay, coaching tool, the Wheel of Life. It's a fantastic tool to get an idea of where you are in your life at this stage.